You're mentally enslaved to think that you're really free. Realize your power. Gotta know the difference between a shoe. Hey everybody. I've been saying I was gonna start something different, and that's what I have been doing. Um, I've been dipping and dabbing into a lot of things, and I feel like now is the time that I really start like really sharing things. I mean, we share a lot of things on some our other shows, our other podcast shows, the Talk Royalty podcast and the Man Talk Royalty podcast. We do talk about a lot of things that are extremely important. We talk about a lot of real things, and it never hurts to open up more avenues when it comes to giving out information. Um, we've all been through a lot in life, so none of us are perfect, but we also know a lot of things that we experience throughout life. We know like this can't be, this can't be life. This cannot be how life is supposed to be. And, that causes so much, stress and anxiety and worry and hatred and anger and, everything negative to affect you in some shape or form is not what life is supposed to be. Life could be much better than what it is. Um, let me put this link up here. My bad. I'm gonna hop in. Um, so I feel like I shouldn't continue to, limit the platforms that we use to give this information to everybody. Um, there's a bunch of people out here that are, I'm not even gonna call people woke, because then when you call somebody woke, I start to see that it tends to be an insult on the person that you calling, sleeping. And they're automatically not gonna believe shit you're saying, because one, you started out by, you know, pretty much talking shit to them or dissing them or calling them some kind of name, being judgmental. But there's just a lot. There's a lot in this. I don't even want to say this world, in life, that we have yet to experience, only because we are pretty much bound. We're tied down, and where everybody's not able to live life to the fullest. There's so much that's put into to life and society that has altered our main way of thinking and living, and just trying to be part of society. It sucks that most people don't believe it, and they think, oh, the people always been crazy, it's always been killers, there's always been rapists, there's always, okay, yeah, but to a degree, you bound to have some loose ends. You bound to have crayons broken in the box. You bound to have some loose screws. But to a certain degree, it's just unacceptable. It's like, when are you gonna notice like this? Too much is too much. And then we live in a more of a Christian, or religious. I don't. We live in a religious world where it just does not add up. If this God that you guys believe, this Jesus, or, and I'm not, and let me say, I'm not gonna say Jesus is not real. I'm not gonna say I don't believe in God. I do believe in a God. I just truly believe that. I don't believe in the same God that many other people believe in. And I say that because the devil is a God. And I used to worship him. I get it. I understand, but I seen things differently. I nearly lost my life. So yeah, I do believe in God. I just don't. I definitely don't believe in white Jesus. And we all know the story of how what he looks like and all of this and what he wanted for the world, and what the how the world was supposed to maintain and thrive in society, and none of that is happening. It's the complete opposite, and it made a lot of people question, is God real? Is this, religion, is this real? Because if this is the case, why is none of this good stuff that we hear about, why is none of this, in coming into play, or why doesn't our God, protect us from such evil? That's because we in a place where evil has already taken over. And what sucks is it's been so freaking long that nobody knows what's really going on, what's not. And I'm starting to hear the word illusion a whole lot. Illusions. Maybe this world is an illusion. What you think?
Most definitely, it is an illusion. You know, that's a big fact. An illusion is the lie. It's
Yeah,
the lie. You know, we live in two worlds. We live in the world God created, but also the one the devil gave us. You
right.
know what I mean? Like it's two books. You got the Holy Bible. You got the book that the world told us. You know what I mean? The story the world told us, and that's a
Right.
story that's a story 50 years from now, 100 years from now that they're gonna be telling.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
And it's crazy. I'm starting to see just, random white people being honest about history in general, the history that, we question and kind of think is real, but they, putting the nail in the coffin like this is what happened. And they giving names and eras and shit
See,
that none of us ever have, have ever been given.
it's like that because they don't have nobody to tell them that they're wrong. You get what I mean? As long as they don't have nobody telling them that they're wrong, they're gonna think they're right.
Yeah.
And that's where the theories come in at because theories is something that these people think, and
Hmm.
that's how our whole life is based on off the shit that they think. But the shit
Right.
that they think, there's no facts to it. It's an illusion.
Straight illusion.
You know what I mean? That's just like I said. They don't have nobody telling them that they're wrong. See, the only thing that proves them wrong, that's just something we don't believe in.
When you speak of it, it's people quick. They just quick to deny it because it just sounds
It,
unbelievable. Believe
because
the
it does not
unbelievable.
fit. That's because it does not fit the illusion that they was told.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The illusion is the narrative. You know, I'm the first one to tell y'all, bro. Everything in my life is a lie, and understand that if
Oh,
it's a lie in my life, it's a lie in everybody else's life because we all was taught that lie.
right.
You know what I mean? I'm no different from everybody. We all was
Oh,
taught. We all went through the same system. We all fighting the same enemy every day. The problem is
man.
we haven't recognized who the enemy is. See, we too focused on each other.
Right.
We so focused on funking with each other instead of going up the ladders and understand like we all need to come together and fight to see the bigger picture.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Because the bigger picture got to be beautiful, and I believe it is.
See,
I
this is
think
a
that's some
world.
shit to see.
Of course. Once we understand that it's a lie, we gonna understand the whole thing. See, the day we understand, the whole thing is gonna bring our relationship to God even closer.
Yeah.
Cause at that very moment, we really gonna believe that He exists. You know what I mean? We
Right.
really gonna believe that He exists,
Yep.
and that's the day that everything's gonna change.
Yep.
See, this world is fighting us from gaining that. That's why the illusion we're gonna always get pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the illusion is opposite of the real thing.
Facts. We the chess, the pawns and the chess pieces.
Yeah,
This
we
shit is
sheep.
wild.
We been hunted. We've been getting hunted our whole life. You know what I mean?
Right. And
See,
that's what it is.
we like consumers. You know what I mean? We like to consume shit. You feel me? We consume everything that they told us. That's why
Mm-hmm.
it's so easy to control us.
Yep. The damage is already done.
You feel me? It's already the foundation has already been built,
Yep.
and it was built a long time ago. It's like we so bad, bro. They can get some shit up on us like that
Real
because
quick.
we so caught up in the illusion. And the
Real
fucked
quick.
up part of the messed up part about it is we don't even know we being lied to. We just we
That
just
is
gonna we just gonna go along to get along.
that is the fucked up part.
And that's the sad part. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the part that pisses me off.
Because these people will sit there and argue with you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I was just sitting there saying today earlier. I'm just like the irony in these motherfuckers about that. I ain't been watching. I've been quit watching that little show for January 6th. It's all about a show for fucking America. It's all about a fucking
Yeah,
show.
see,
But they sitting
yeah.
here really mad at this man for lying to America. But you've been doing it since day one. Ain't
See,
that the kettle calling?
least when Trump, least Trump will tell me, least Trump gonna tell me he gonna fuck me. You know what I mean? I'd rather for a motherfucker to tell me they gonna fuck me than a motherfucker who gonna sit there and lie to me, act like they not fucking me. You know what I mean? Least I know, least I know once he tell me he fuck me, at least I can understand what I got to do next. You know what I mean? It's gonna prepare me to let me know what to do next.
Man.
You get what I mean? As
Yeah.
long as long as these motherfuckers keep lying to us, we would never be prepared. I mean, we just gonna keep believing and hoping, and you know what I mean, and we'll never get it.
Man.
That's why I'd rather a motherfucker to keep it 100 with me. Feel me? If you gonna fuck me, let me know so it can
Right.
I can prepare myself to do what to do next.
Right.
You know what I mean?
At least.
At least don't sit right here and try to fake with me, knowing you really fucking me, and don't tell me. That's the fucked up part about it,
Yep.
and that's the Democrat. You feel me? That's the Democrat. They sit right here and lie to you, lie to you, lie to you, and everything they got goes against the grain of black people. You feel
Yep.
me? Everything that they push is to the black people demise.
1,000%. A million percent.
And we gonna and the fuck like I said, the fucked up part about it is we gonna keep voting for these motherfuckers because we don't know we been played.
Nope.
At
Thinking
least
you
Trump
know
will tell
what's
me.
right, trying to help. They always talking about they get you by telling them by telling everybody, oh, you helping your community, you helping your city, your town, and woo woo. You ain't doing
Yeah,
shit for you.
yeah. Listen to
You
me.
vote ain't got shit to do with
Let
you.
me tell you something.
I had to learn that shit.
After see, it's like dealing with other people's problems. You feel me? It's like dealing with other people's problems. See, you done deal with so many problems. By the time the end of the year comes, you gonna be like, shit, nigga, I didn't invest my time in so much bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You done wasted all this good time worrying about other people's shit.
Yep.
By the time you look up, like, damn, where you at? What time do you got for you?
These motherfuckers are slick. They slick.
I mean, that's the devil. That's how he operate, man. That's how he get down. He's a manipulator. That's his job to
Oh,
manipulate.
that's the word right there.
You know what I mean?
Manipulate. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm just, I don't know. I dive and dive and dive because I want to make the shit make sense. And I'm
You
just
know?
like we all just, who is this one motherfucker that we all slaving to? Somebody playing head devil.
Yeah. Cause we gotta think about it. Like we all are controlled. We all
Oh
live our
yeah,
life the same. You know what I
yep.
mean? Everything is the
Whole
same. No matter what
society.
it is, everything is the same. You know what I mean? See, that lets me know how controlled we are. Because we all do the same shit.
Yep.
The
The
same
government
way.
was meant to
Yeah. Man,
control
because
society. That was the purpose of
yeah,
forming that shit.
yeah, yeah, that's the whole yeah, yeah. And that's how society is.
And people
See
don't
the
understand that you don't have to be controlled. Like, why would you want to be controlled? You get
once
mad at
again,
at a nigga or a female for controlling you, over a
but
relationship, but you got this motherfucker.
you like I said, these people don't even know they're being controlled. See, if you don't know you're being controlled, you can stay controlled. You know what I mean?
I know when I say something, people look at me like I'm crazy, like it's just gibberish.
Because that's because it does not fit the narrative. To as we supposed to expect
What
that type
they
of
what we
thing.
giving.
You know what I mean? Because the truth hurts. We supposed to expect that. I'm always arguing with people about this shit. See, I expect that because that's the devil in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the devil in there. The
Yep.
devil's gonna always knock the truth. Because like I said, the truth does not fit the lie. And when you've been
Absolutely.
taught the lie and you've been taught the lie your whole life, that's all you know. All you know is the lie. Only thing you can tell me is the shit that they taught you.
And you
You
know
can't
what?
tell me
I grew up learning in school that, those communist countries were bad
like
countries. They
China.
control, yeah, China and mainly China, how they control their people, and they're not allowed to do certain things or have certain amount of kids, and read certain books. Shit's not about allowed to be there. And I always thought that that's crazy. But
Let
shit,
me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Would you rather live in a communist country or a country that's a dictatorship?
neither one.
Whatever you had to choose, which one?
I, I guess I don't know. I don't fucking
What's the
know.
what's the difference if they're
There
controlled?
ain't no difference really. It's
So you
still
get what I'm saying.
control.
So you see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. What's the difference? It's still controlled at the end of the day.
When I got older, I realized that's what America was as well.
But see, they say that we live in a democracy. You know what I mean?
They made it seem like this was a dream, and it's just like, okay, yeah, you made everybody else sound real fucked up. All the other countries, are really bad according to the history books and social studies.
But
But when
see,
it
see,
comes to
see,
here,
I I can't see I can't say that because I wasn't there. See, I understand all of our books was lies. So anything they said about other countries had to be a lies too. You get what I mean?
hmm
They lied they lied they lied to us about the other countries to make themselves sound good. You feel me?
very,
See, one thing about America is they like playing the victim.
yep,
You know what I mean? That's what the world get it from. They always trying to play the victim.
hmm
See, they got us thinking that we live in this lovely ass country and whoopty wop wop. You know what I mean? Let me tell y'all something. Don't no country really like us out here. Yeah.
No, and people be thinking like when I say that shit, like, oh, why do you think
Hey,
people say stupid Americans? Like they really
you
mean
feel me?
it. That shit's real. That's not a joke. Like
One
that's
thing
real.
when
Nobody
the Russian and Ukraine war first started popping off, Vladimir Putin got on national TV said, "Can't make this shit up." The man said that your country's lying to you. You know what I mean? They've been lying to y'all for over. You know what I mean? Which
Damn, I missed
which
that.
was a which was a big fact. But I could not agree with Vladimir Putin more than because they've been lying to us our whole life.
Yeah, I
See
missed
what's
that
going
part.
on. See the things that they tell us is going on in this world ain't really going on in this world.
Right. It's a lot. It's so much is staged. It
And
just
see,
it's
I'm the
crazy.
nigga. I'm the nigga that's gonna tell us like, hey man, these niggas ain't never been to war. You feel
Man.
me? Listen to me, but see, America has taught us that they have dominated everything.
Because
Every war they've been in, they've been
they the
dominated.
strongest and all this shit.
This is what they the most powerful is. You know what I mean? This is the illusion. This is the lie that they told us.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But these other countries, listen to me, they ain't been to war. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? Hey,
Yep.
once again, like I said, everything that we know in our life is a lie.
A
They
whole
got us
fuck
thinking.
lot.
They got us thinking that all these countries are enemies.
Nah.
When in reality, they best fucking friends.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean?
Yep. This shit crazy. And
We, I, I tell people,
I feel bad.
I tell people that everything that we've seen in our life, we witnessed it off the TV. The TV
Yep.
has showed us. They showed us the moon landing. They showed us the war. Nigga, they showed us everything.
Yep.
It all comes from the TV.
The controller. That's the remote
Exactly.
control. Not the remote
And that's
control. The remote control is gonna show you. It's gonna give you options on your mind control options.
yeah, that's what you call propaganda, fake
Yep.
news.
Big time.
You
Trump
know,
wasn't never lying on that part though.
that's what I'm saying. I can sit right here and tell you 1,000 things I agree with Trump on.
He wasn't lying.
But
They
by the
wasn't lying
time you
with
look up,
that.
hey, by the time you look up, you're gonna be like, boy, Trump wasn't lying about
He
nothing. Like,
wasn't lying. Look, I'm kind of mad. Look, I'm kind of mad. I didn't believe the nigga at first.
you feel me?
Like now I feel some kind of way. Like, should I feel guilty because this was a real nigga for real, for real? He was scamming the
See,
government. He was doing everything and knew he could get away with it.
see, facts,
He
facts.
was
That's
doing this
something to say.
shit. He was doing all
See,
this shit above the law. He was living his best life.
this is why, facts, facts. This is one of the reasons why I fuck with
Damn.
Trump. This is one of the reasons why I mess with Trump. See, as a person, like, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I tell you the truth. I don't give a fuck about Republicans or Democrats. Tell you the truth.
Mm-mm.
But if I'm gonna sit there and play the game with them, it's time for a change. It's time for no more Republicans or no more Democrats. It's time for something different. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Donald Trump is something different.
Let me see if
Like
that
the
nigga gonna run
the
again. Let me
problem is
look.
the problem is don't nobody have no reason not to like Donald Trump because don't nobody know the nigga.
That's apparent. I'm realizing.
You feel me? I have no reason not to like the man. The nigga ain't never done nothing to me. You get what I mean? He ain't never did nothing to me to make me show him why I shouldn't like him. See, I'm not
He ain't
gonna.
doing nothing no
I'm
different than
not gonna
nobody else.
exactly. I'm not gonna judge a man of something somebody else told me because I understand that we all done done some fucked up shit out here.
But he was a real ass nigga, and I will give
At
him
least,
that. I
at least
grab him
he
by
kept it real. At least he kept it real with me.
I grab him by the pussy.
You feel me? So I supposed to expect that type of thing because that's D Trump. You
And
feel me?
see, I was realizing that's what you want. You want somebody who's gonna be themselves.
Yeah. You
And
know what I mean?
I
Don't
guess
put on.
I see. I was very blinded by the fact that that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah. Don't put on no front. Like you know what I mean? If you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. You feel
Right.
me? Don't front about it. You know what I mean? Let me know you don't fuck with me so I can prepare myself. You know what I mean?
Man, yeah. See,
Like,
now since I've been seeing shit clearly, I see that shit, and I'm just kind of like, I
see,
do
it's
feel
all
I
like,
was deterred and brainwashed a little bit.
I mean, we all was. We all was.
Mhm.
We all was. Don't feel bad. We all was. I was like that once upon a time.
Oh, I don't feel bad because I had to admit that shit.
Growing up, my grandma used to call me a Republican. And I never knew that till today. To these days, why she said that. You know what I mean? I never understood that till these days. And I see why she called me that. Even
Wow.
though I'm not a fucking Republican or Democrat, but if I was to have to choose a side,
Yeah.
I might be choosing on the Republican side because, like I said, they should fit us more than the Democrat do. Everything
Yeah.
the Democrats pushing is to our demise. They're the ones out here pushing the pride shit. They the ones pushing all this LGBT. You know what I mean?
The equal rights for the wrong shit.
They the one trying to get the guns off the street. You know what I mean? They the one doing all this shit to hurt us.
Yep.
So why would I want to vote for them? Oh, that's because that's where the black people at.
Right. That's what they scared us. That's
And,
where they
and,
scared
and
us.
that's how they get us all the time. They put a nigga up there that look like us, and boy, we jumping on that nigga because why? He's black. You know what I mean?
I really misjudged that little orange thing.
That's how they get us all the time, boy. They put a nigga up there, boy, and shit. There you go. He for us,
Trump,
and
I'm
they
gonna have
not
to
knowing.
holler at you. I owe you an apology, cause
Like I said, man, that nigga ain't never done nothing to me, so I ain't got no reason not to like him. Feel me? He ain't hurting me. These motherfuckers been hurting me for 30 something fucking years.
right. Since since my mama came, look, since my granny came out the womb,
Trying to tell you.
they've been on this shit and had me tripping, trying to, thinking like, okay, what's wrong with me? Why the fuck am I different?
Yeah,
Everybody more, different than me. So something was wrong with that in my eyes. That's how I got to this shit. This shit it just baffled me, and so the more I did, um, yeah, I'm digging into. I've been knowing about the money. I know money. We're not supposed to use money. I know money is not real, and I personally know how to benefit off of the fake money. But now I am coming into the terms to where it's extremely, the robbery is real.
yeah, most definitely,
Like,
most definitely.
like we are the bills for this motherfucking country, and
Yeah,
we are the motherfuckers who are paying the bills.
hey,
Period.
there's no country
Period.
without the niggas in it. Let's put it like that. There's no
We paying
country.
invincible ass money. Invincible
Yeah,
ass money.
you gotta ask yourself, like, in this fake ass world, how can we live without money? Because everything is designed off money. See, money is the worst of shit for us. But in this fake ass world we live in, that's how we gotta get. That's what we gotta get to in order to live. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because without that money, you be fucked up out here.
Yep.
You feel me? You be fucked up without no money out here. Like bad, bad.
Yep.
Money can change your life a good way or a bad way.
The shit. I mean,
But
ooh.
we not knowing that good way is still a bad way.
Right.
You know, like this. See, when you tell one lie,
You gotta
you
follow
gotta.
up with another.
That's the illusion. That's what the devil do. He is not here to save us. He is not here to tell us the truth. You
Nope.
feel me? That's not his job too. His job is to keep lying, lying, lying. He wake up lying. He go to sleep lying. You know what I
Yep.
mean? That's what he's supposed to do. See, we gotta understand these things. Like these people wake up just to lie to us. The more they lie to us, the more richer they get. You feel me? The
Shit,
more we
they can't lie before they go to bed, and they can't go to bed. They don't sleep. They don't sleep till that lie till they come up with that next lie
shit, they already got the next lie on deck.
all the time.
Shit, it's lies they ain't even got to yet. You feel me? Because it's not that time for that lie.
Shit, that niggas be ready. They stay ready.
That's the only way we gotta be prepared. We gotta prepare ourselves. You know,
Yep.
the only like I said, we're gonna have to believe first. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to get our faith right before we do anything. Like we gotta understand that we've been lied to.
And I know if it took me over 30 years, shit. I
How,
hope it
how
don't
long?
take everybody else that long.
Yeah, but it's gonna take you know what I mean? It's
I
gonna take a
hope
whole. It is. It's gonna take. You feel me? It's gonna take a long time. Cause look how long they've been lying to us.
we ain't got that. Ain't nobody got time.
It's like if your whole life is a lie, where do you start at?
Shit,
Because
start.
ain't no starting over in this life. You know what I mean?
Well, then you're gonna have to change it somehow. Take over shit.
When you realize that everything in your life is a lie, there's only one place you can go, and that is the Bible. You know what I mean? Because that's something we have yet to venture into. We ventured in everything else, so we gonna realize that all that shit we did venture into was a lie.
Hmm. I mean, we may consider ourselves bosses, but hey, our
Shit.
bosses is the motherfuckers that we paying the
If
money to.
hey, if we bosses, boy, we the most. Hey, I ain't working over there. Feel me? The bosses be the lie.
Broken. We the brokest bosses.
Like
We
you know
should
what
be
I mean?
making billions. All of us. Billions. But shit. We
Shit,
got
if we bosses, what are they?
these bosses. They supposed to be the servants.
You feel me? Like shit. It look like we the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Shit.
They hate when you call they ass a servant. Ooh.
Man, listen.
It's like the nerve of you, nigga. What the fuck?
All I know is we ain't none of that shit we think we is.
Right.
We ain't even black, but we think
None
that.
of it.
You know, we ain't smart, but we think we are.
So I came across some shit. Of course, my reading. So how long I've been on? Let me get to this. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen this before until recently. I was never ever informed of this. Of course, I knew there it had to be something in it. It just was gonna be hidden. And I found the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Hmm.
Can't remember how. Can't remember how. Shit, I think it just stumbled out across my screen at some point. But yeah, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. People don't know that you are a human, you got rights, and I could have sworn in that good Bible it tells you about your rights, as a person, as a human,
Yeah,
that you have
yeah,
yet
but
to really,
but
exercise.
but man's law is contradicts God's law.
Right.
You know,
But
God.
they still sign some, they still put some shit in motion. And according to what's really going on, it's out there that mainly the United States is the number one culprit. I mean, a lot of the countries do it, but United States is the number one violator.
The United States run the world.
They're
You
the
know,
number one violator of the human rights. This
of course.
declaration,
See, this is the country. So when you're dealing with humans, let's understand that's God's people.
right?
You know what I mean? And like I said, bro, this is a country who has refused Jesus Christ. So what you think
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna do to God's people here? Violate them. And
Yep.
we've been getting violated our whole life, manipulated in all type of ways. Like you know what I mean? We've been raped and we ain't even known it.
Right.
Feel me?
It's
We
just crazy. So everybody know we got. I mean, people don't know, of course, but I don't get how. Again, you read the Bible, you so into all of this, but you have yet to separate the common sense of it. How can you believe in one thing and experience another and think that it's okay forever?
like yeah, you can't have your foot on one side and have the foot on the other.
The
You know,
shit
you
is just
can't do that.
ass backwards
They
to
call
me.
that lukewarm. They call that lukewarm. You can't be lukewarm. Feel me?
Uh,
It's like I
they
said, you
trick.
can't. It's like you can't worship God and the devil at the same time.
Right. So I mean, they just
You
don't
know?
know. They just don't know what God they worshiping.
Oh, they know. Oh, trust and believe me, they know. The problem is we don't. We thinking we all worship the same God. That's how we think.
Yeah, that's
You
okay. Well, let me say that we don't
feel me?
know what God we worshiping.
Like we think just because they say God, they talk about art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
And we
I
not knowing.
always hold on. What
See,
God? What God
that's
you?
why when people say about God, I gotta be specific and ask what God you talking about.
Right,
Feel me? Because hey, there's different gods out here.
right.
You know what I mean?
And let
Eh,
a religious person tell it. They all got a different God anyway. So
like
what
I
makes
don't want to be.
your God is the God.
Yeah, I don't want to be praying to your God. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't do that.
your God might not be the right God. You know what I mean?
It
So
ain't
I
happening.
gotta get a I gotta get a understanding, a definition on what God you're talking about because that's very important to me.
Yep. See, so let me read this bullshit. Unfortunately, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is a milestone document in the history of human rights. The ones that I should know that y'all have. Drafted by representatives with different legal and cultural backgrounds from all regions of the world, the Declaration was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in Paris on December 10th of 1948 as a common standard of achievements for all peoples in all nations. So, I don't know why people don't know that they have to live like that. I mean,
Yeah,
it makes no sense. But
we
I don't know. It's just stressful.
but all of this shit
It's
is
stressful
stressful,
thing.
bro. You know what I mean? See, you gotta urge to learn. You gotta will that you want to learn something. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
see that's good for this in this type of day. You know what I mean?
right.
Hey, the things that we can learn is the shit that they taught us,
Yeah.
and we gonna understand. You know what I mean? Did you
It's
know?
just-
You know, on the beginning of your screen up here, go back. You know, go back to the beginning. Where did I say the digital? What did I say
We're
at the beginning? Yeah, at the beginning.
with the United Nations.
Yeah, let me show. Let me see that. Yeah.
All right, what about 32?
You know? Do you know the? That's a map of the United Nations.
Yeah,
But did you
I
know? Do
see
you
that.
also? Do you know that's a flat Earth map?
Yes, it is.
It's a flat Earth map without the ice around it.
Right.
You get what I mean?
That's exactly
See,
what it is.
this you gotta ask yourself, how did they put this type of shit in our face like this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Plain fucking sight.
Yeah,
Plain sight. Just gotta pay attention to the wrong shit, and that's just how it is. I mean, I get it, but hey, now at some point you gotta start paying attention. Really gotta start paying attention. Because you're going to miss out on something. I missed out. Let's see. Damn. So, whereas it's in disregarding contempt for human rights have resulted in barbarous acts which have outraged the conscience of mankind, and the advent of a world in which human beings shall enjoy freedom of speech and belief and freedom from fear and want, has been proclaimed as the highest aspiration of the common people. So even without all the other shit, we supposed to enjoy our freedom of speech and our beliefs and all that shit. We shouldn't have to fear police or fear we gonna get kicked out of our house and all this extra shit. Shouldn't have no fucking fear. Just leave motherfuckers the fuck alone. Let me see. Whereas it is essential if man is not to be compelled to have recourse as a last resort to rebellion against tyranny and oppression, that human rights should be protected by the rule of law. People don't be knowing that neither. That was kind of common sense. That's just crazy. I don't get how they can make this shit up, write this shit up, and just not go by any of it at all.
I'm trying to get my damn phone charged. So, I put it back in the box.
Whereas the people of the United Nations have in the Charter reaffirmed their faith in fundamental human rights and the dignity and worth of the human person, and in equal rights of men and women, have determined to promote social progress and better standards of life and larger freedom, which has not been done. I'm not sure when they started on that. Half of that shit don't exist. So unfortunately.
I'm trying to get my phone charged real quick. Hold on.
Uh, recognition of the inherent dignity and of the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace. Human beings shall enjoy freedom of speech and belief and freedom from fear and want has been proclaimed as the highest aspiration of the common people. I mean, if you're a human being, I just hope you realize the power that you really have. Understand your real place. Gotta understand your real place in life. If man is not to be compelled to have recourse as a last resort to rebellion against tyranny and oppression, that human rights should be protected by the rule of law. And we all know there's too many versions of law that's hard to keep up just for the normal person. Hell, a lawyer doesn't even know all the parts of law. And they only know the one that's protected in certain jurisdictions. Article 1, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in the spirit of brotherhood. If it wasn't for society being so crazy, I believe people would have a little more sense and wouldn't be just fucking with each other the way we do. When you deprive people of shit and dangle other shit in their face, it makes the shit is hard.
Fact.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
That's just like them. They can't stand one country to have more money than them or have more this than them, bigger booms than them or whatever. Somebody always got to be better than the other.
See, they had the knowledge of our faith.
Yeah.
They took that from us. And they're having us live in fear and shit.
Yep. Yep. Let's see. Everybody's entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, color,
Number.
language, religion, political, or other opinion,
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. And I just recently learned that, we are, I learned the difference between our status, our political status as a person in this country. We're technically federal, well, federal, or we're not naturalized. That's not what we're naturalized in reality, but they gave us a different, in what do they call it, ethnicity or status or citizenship to match them as a worker, or as their slave worker.
Shit, man.
The shit is just it's all fucking twisted. It's
And it's
all
sad at the end
twisted.
of the day. And it's sad at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I mean, we, like I said earlier, people think slavery stopped. It did not stop.
It's still today.
Heavily.
I just think we just got a different understanding of what slavery is.
Yeah, it was
You know
meant
what I
for
mean?
that. It was meant to be
See
like that.
the type of slavery they think we in is the type of shit they showed us back in the day.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's nothing like that. It's way worse than that shit.
Right.
See, we fucked up in the head mentally.
Yep.
So that's slavery right there. You know what I mean? We slaves in our own body, like you know what I mean, our own brain.
How I said, we mentally enslaved.
Yeah,
So we all fucked up. We
and,
mentally
and,
enslaved
and,
like a
and,
motherfucker.
and some of it's our fault. You know what I mean? Because
Oh
we
yeah.
refuse to learn we refuse to learn anything new.
Yeah.
Like it's like fuck it, we don't even care.
Yeah. That's what it is. I'm glad I'm glad I realized this shit. That shit is just it's crazy. Let's see. Furthermore, no distinction shall be made on the basis of the political, jurisdictional, or international status of the country or territory to which a person belongs, whether it be independent, trust, non-self-governing, or under any other limitation of sovereignty. That's always such a fucking touchy ass word for them to still be using it. Very, very touchy. I'm still not sure completely what the word fucking means, or the distinction between if you what I don't know what it means when you're sovereign, because it's so much backlash over how it's bad or you already are, or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I didn't gave up. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of a person. And technically, in this, now in life, we do not. We don't have a right to life, our own lives that we can't fuck up. Liberty, ain't no such thing. Security, ain't nobody got our fucking backs.
That's because
Only person I know they got my back is God.
man,
That's
he's the
it.
only person who can have our back.
That's it.
He's the only person who can watch it. They won't do nothing to you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He won't stab you in your back. You know what I mean? He won't get you while you're not looking.
Only person that I can think of. Article 4, no one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. Yet and still,
It's
we
not.
still slaves
Yeah.
in so many
We
forms.
we slaves without the chains and the shit. You know what I mean? The
That's
shackles
it.
on us and shit.
That's it.
That's the only
And it
difference.
ain't just limited. It ain't limited to black to niggas no more for real. It's just everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck if you white or black. You know what I mean?
We niggas was just double enslaved at one point.
We just work more.
Yeah, that's it.
The more you keep us the dumbest, the more they be richer. You know what I mean?
Yep. Just the why we so highly valued when it comes to everything about us. They want it. They want it. They want it.
Uh-huh.
Article 5, no one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment, which is everything we're all about. That's what jail is for. That's what the beatings
Yeah.
is for. That's
Yeah.
what the police is for. That's what the government is for. That
Yeah. They're torturing us every day.
yeah, torture, cruel, inhuman, degrading treatment, punishment.
Shit, and we on punishment. We've been on punishment since day one.
I've been on punishment since I was born. Since I was pre-ejaculated, I've been on goddamn punishment.
Man, what happened? Man, if y'all watching this live right now, man, smash that like button, man, comment, but most importantly, subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel. Like for real, you know? And when you hey, go to your notification bell. Make sure it's on all, not personalized. You know what I mean? Because you want to be able to get all of the content that we do on these channels. You know what I mean? You want to be able to get notifications on your phone when we do these type of channels. You know what I mean? So smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. Cause you know how we doing it over here, man. You know we got a little tough technical difficulties going on. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. You know how y'all day been? You know mine's been good, man. Y'all watching that shitty ass verses out there? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Hey, we fucked up out here. It's not as a race, man, as a society in general. Like fucked up. And we've been lied to our whole life. You know, this world is our enemy, in my opinion. You know, I really believe that this world works for the devil. You know what I mean? They've been giving us the devil's knowledge our whole life. You know, this world has took our faith from us, man. And, you know, welcome back, man. You know,
My
you good?
camera is turned the fuck off.
Yeah, I told you to be that. I tried to tell. Hey, hey, hey. What I
Turn
try to
my
tell.
shit off.
Hey, I try to tell y'all.
I'm like,
Hey, hey. I think I be bullshit, bro. Like,
I'm like, how the fuck up? Like,
I
this
try,
shit is not. My camera's not even on anymore. The motherfucker is off completely.
yeah, I try to tell you, bro. Hey.
Like,
We are we are under spiritual attack.
just
You know,
so motherfuckers don't blink. This shit is crazy.
hey, the
I'm
devil has
still
took
alive,
control. You know, I
but
know. You know what I mean? I carried us, you know what I mean? We just did, you know what I mean?
I'm like, what the fuck?
I told you,
Karma.
hey, when you speaking truth over here, man, that's the type of shit that happens. You know,
Bullshit.
I'm trying to tell you. That's how you know you're doing right. And it's very important that we keep speaking that truth. You know what I mean? Because we are under spiritual attack.
Yep.
And that was one. that was one of the evil spirits that came cut. You know what I mean?
Like I was telling him, Ashton, hey, these motherfuckers, they hear keywords around this motherfucker, and they be zoomed the fuck in like, who the fuck, what you talking about? These motherfuckers hear keywords. They hear
Yeah.
phrases, and
They
they
watch it.
asses on your
They watch.
ass.
They got a button they can press in and cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They cut your live feed out. They kick you out your live feed and shit. You know what I mean?
this motherfucker could kick me out the live stream system, but I'm still live.
Yeah.
Okay, that's some crazy shit. I didn't have to deal
Yeah.
with a phone tap for years, so this ain't nothing new to me. I didn't have the feds following me around in the police. Ain't nothing new to me.
See,
Don't
they
you?
not understanding like this is the type of shit that's gonna make us keep doing this shit. That's the type of shit that's gonna make us keep doing this shit. You know what I mean? See, I don't understand back
You
over.
ain't
You know what I mean?
motivating me. You motivate me.
That's all it is. It's all is motivation. You know what I mean? Because they're showing you that you are doing something right.
Damn.
Hey, that's what I be saying, man. Hey, I do. Hey,
I think
that's
they
why I
snatched
be
my
getting kicked.
fucking.
That's why some shows I be getting kicked out of. My shit just be freezing. And, you know what I mean? Nigga, I talk about nigga, my whole phone just went hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit happened too.
Like nigga, I was sitting in front of the air conditioner trying to do a show. Like this shit is
Uh,
crazy. You know what I mean? Like
Cause they just all up in your shit.
yeah,
They
like
are.
because these cell phones and shit, these ain't number computers too. These motherfuckers they
That's
can
why they
trigger
put.
each other.
That's why they keep throwing the fucking satellites out there. Out there. Them fucking
Yeah,
internet
they
satellites. Here's my thing. Like I was
yeah,
telling him, I said they putting all these fucking internet satellites out there 3 days in a fucking row. You doing about 50 at a time. 3 days in a row. And then you wanna hear this talk about the shit. Oh, the sun it got extremely hot. It's about to start popping off because it's right in front of Earth. Okay, so I believe if you put over 100 motherfucking internet satellites around me, and I supposedly got a high magnetic field, I would think that I would bust too.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, y'all causing this shit.
They the problem.
Y'all causing this shit. Like
Yeah,
this shit is crazy.
they ain't doing nothing but causing their demise. You know what I mean?
So
Because
they
I
about to
like
kill a whole. They about to kill her. I ain't gonna say everybody, but they about to keep killing off a lot of motherfuckers, a lot of more animals. Cause that shit was weird to me too. I couldn't even find out where the fuck that shit was. They lied about the location. Then they kept saying it was only cow heads. And then I know the cow heads is 2,000 a fucking head. Not the body, the head. Y'all could just miss this out of bullshit. And then we got a food shortage. Why? Because all the goddamn factories is going up in flames or fucking being they exploding and shit. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all know y'all ain't right. God, this motherfucker. Ooh.
yeah, that was you know, hey,
And then me, I know I gotta be careful sometimes because
when that shit
uh shit. Even my Wi-Fi, I check my Wi-Fi. I'm that motherfucking. I'm on my shit. I've seen the DEA. I've seen the CIA. I've seen the FBI. I've seen KBI. All that shit. Yeah, pay fucking
all the
attention.
all the motherfucking alphabet letters
Pay
sound
attention.
like sound like the alphabet community. You feel me?
Pay fucking attention because these
All the
motherfuckers.
alphabet letters is wrong. From the
Yep.
FBI, you know what I mean? All of them wrong. They all wrong in a different type of way.
Man, these motherfuckers, they doing too much.
And we
They
just
keep.
falling for the okie doke.
I'm about ready to call Trump and be his number one supporter, and we gonna get these niggas.
Like we just keep falling for the okie doke.
Yeah, I ain't falling for the okey doke no more. Cause they been having me fucked up since December 2021. They been there, or excuse me, December 2020. They didn't have me fucked up since then. Cause the nigga lost their mind and came back.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they caused me to lose my mind. They them niggas tried to kill me. Tried to kill me. Yeah, y'all want to do shit. Well, I was this motherfucker. Bullshit. People be thinking it's funny. You know, I be seeing people go live and shit, and they be playing with fire. You gotta understand, this is a fucking game to them. You can't be just popping off at the mouth and not expect them to not know.
Fact. They gonna
And
do
they get
something about that.
mad when you put them up on game. They get mad. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Yeah,
They
I was
care.
saying there at one point too. Until they was in my ass. That's their problem. You ain't gotta do nothing but fuck with me one, maybe two times, and the rest of the times it had nothing to do with me. I was just fucking collateral. You not, no. No. And that shows how fucking ignorant people have been with this shit. You tell a motherfucker, you ready to play this game? You ready to out these motherfuckers? You better be ready to come to take what comes back with it. All they need is you to go
Well, most
live
definitely gonna be backlash.
one time to tap your shit. You locked in for life,
Because it's
nigga. You a
very
hoe.
important. Because if you ain't following, hey, it's very, nigga, they use these type of videos in the court of law.
Them niggas got
You feel me?
me. Nah, not Facebook. Come me on the YouTube. They got me. I can't even go. I can't get on YouTube. I can't get that thing on. Not yet. I can get on my phone. I just set it down. They turn the camera off. On them. Motherfuckers still going. They turn the camera off. All you see was the screen. YouTube is just. I don't know. And I couldn't even, I was trying to type, I was trying to tell him, don't log off, don't, get out there. And they wouldn't let me send the message for a couple of times. So I had to go grab my other phone and go into it. I had to go grab this phone because I was already on this one on the video. But I had to go grab this one to type for him, tell him I'm coming in so that I can try to log back on to the goddamn platform. So you got me. All right. Because I ain't going to do nothing. As soon as I can log back on, and it's better that I do them live because sometimes it do take them a minute. Like it's a live that I did some months ago, and I just got a notification yesterday about how my shit was harmful and my facts was wrong and shit. No, nigga, my facts was not wrong. Don't do that. That was some real shit. That shit really happened. That shit was 2-3 months ago. Niggas not trying to check me on it. Get her done for it. Nigga, it was right. It was right 2-3 months ago. Now all of a sudden it's wrong. Yeah, okay. On earth. I was born the human rights. I couldn't even get to the first video through the first video. That's what fucked me up.
Oh, the human rights.
I couldn't. What I did was I had to break it down into two bit. I had to break it down into 4 videos. 2 videos for the first half, and then 2 videos for the second half because for some reason they were not letting me do the whole thing. And so I broke it down, and I was getting through the very first one.
You got your ass.
And I guess we was talking too much about some real shit instead of just, swiftly going through the facts and breaking the shit down. I think they don't like to break.
Hey, that's how we. Most definitely. That's how we recognize the devil. You know what I mean? Because the devil had entered the room. You know what I mean?
Niggas said, hold up, too many details. Keep it short and simple. Don't let the mind wander.
See, listen to me. The more we able to point that nigga out, he will stay away. You know what I mean? He will stay away. That's why it's important. We gotta follow them signs and them symbols. You know what I mean? Because this is a sign that he came through and fucked up the whole damn camera. You know what I mean? See, he stopped the whole show. You know what I mean?
Cut the
motherfucking camera off only and took the shit.
He stopped the whole show. He fucked up the whole show.
Put a halt to that motherfucker.
He fucked up the whole show.
I'm gone too. Cam was still there, but I was gone. I'm like, and the other screen was still there, and I'm like,
yeah, he fucked up the whole show.
Right. I'm gonna do it again. A redo, a 2.0.
Fact. It just deserves a 2.0, a remix. You know what I mean?
That was some bullshit.
The straight bullshit.
I can't read and look at that.
That was some straight bullshit. Niggas flicking straight fast,
I was in mid conversation. That motherfucker just said, what the fuck? I'm like, this I'm talking to myself, is the mic working? What the fuck happened? I looked up, light off. I'm like, okay. I'm checking out everything. I'm like, damn, the motherfucker, everything's gone. What's going on? The screen just, you malfunction. I start going to different screens and shit. Oh no, it's just that one. And then when that one stopped, and I got that one off. Oh wow, okay. Ain't gotta do a nigga like that. Give me a warning. That's what I be waiting on. I'm always waiting on a warning about you know how they like to warn saying
they don't get warnings. They don't get warnings. Yeah, they don't get warnings around this motherfucker. No.
That's what I be waiting on. I literally go check and man see my nerve protecting up a warning. Nothing.
No more warnings. Tonight, no more warnings. There's no more warnings. You know what I mean? No. Yeah, they coming right to shit. Next thing you know, you look at the camera broke. You be like, how the fuck did that happen? You feel me? You be mad at the motherfucker.
Hey, why you bullshitting? Shit, we was up here sitting in the bed, watching TV and shit early this morning. And I'm talking about the whole damn sky blew up, nigga.
Oh yeah.
Power went out, everything.
I think God got stuck. Jesus or somebody got sucker punched the lights. They sucker punched the lights out their ass, and we seen all the glory sucked back up into the sky. and then it was dark. And it was a nice little area. It was a nice area. It wasn't even fucking raining. I mean, it was sprinkling. It was a light sprinkle, barely. And shit was just gone.
We approaching them end time. Yeah, man, we getting closer to that end time, man.
Yeah, it's something. It's something. Let me turn back up. Okay. Yeah, it's shutting shit down. So I had to turn that off, and I had to check the Wi-Fi's on, check who all around in the area. I don't know. That shit just went okay.
Hey, we gonna do a 2.0 tonight?
I'm sure I'm going to. When I end this one, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna boot shift this motherfucker, boot right back up.
But so you know them people be watching.
Watching me, they're gonna watching you.
Because I'm about to head to the house real quick. I mean, I'm gonna take my ass home.
Yeah.
Cause y'all do it, you log back in and shit, but we can do it again. You know what I mean? I ain't got shit to do.
Oh, I'm gonna get it done. I didn't even look. I was only gonna do 1 through 15 today. It's 30.
Yeah, now we're gonna do the whole thing.
I got to what, 5? They said, all right, that's too much. Well, I got the 5, 6, maybe. I think I got the 5 or 6.
The whole thing.
They said, no, that's too much.
KFC, I'm about to take notes. Shit, I don't know. You're gonna learn today.
I'm gonna take my ass home. I'm gonna head to the crib real quick. I'm gonna log back in this motherfucker if y'all still on.
Yeah, I'm let this motherfucker sit. What time is it? I'm gonna turn it on about a little after 12. See if it come on, even if it don't, I can still use one of these devices. You can't shut me down that easy.
I get a notification once you live. Still drop that motherfucking link. I'm gonna log in.
I'll put the link in there.
All right.
I'll put the link in there.
All
right. I'm gonna end this one and let me play my love. You're mentally enslaved to think that you're really free. Realize your power. Gotta know the difference between a human